Hello and welcome to David's World. Today we are going to look at news about some fast food places. But we are going to start with Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons used to have their hot drinks for 99 pence. But recently, not that long ago, they increased it up to £1.20. They changed all the signs to £1.20. Now, within a couple of days of me getting it to 120, they increased it up to 125 and changed all the signs again. It must have cost a fortune to change all those display signs in all of the Wetherspoons up to 125. They look identical the same, so many people may not realise that the drink has gone up, on the grounds that all the signs were changed, they do look identical, and the increase is only 5 pence. But we use the word only 5 pence. 5 pence is still quite a lot to many people. But they've increased the price, and they didn't say anything about it. There wasn't any advance notification anywhere saying we're going to increase the drinks by 5 pence. But also with Wetherspoons, there is also a new sign that had turned up in one of them, which was saying about reducing prices by 7.5% due to some tax benefit that they're getting. Now, I only noticed this in South Shields Wetherspoons. Yet it is not on all the items, it is only on a specific few items, and there is nothing really to say on the menu which these items are. The menus that they have no change. They are the same menus as what they had, but somehow certain foods that aren't all that much displayed as a price reduction. You know, there's no big thing that says this has gone down to this price now and not what's on the form. No, there isn't any of that. So that's Wetherspoons. And now, the news for, who shall we do now? Let's do KFC. KFC changed their menu because it's easy for them to change their menu because it's on a TV and not in a written form. So they can change the prices in any place to different prices and nobody would really know because you all just assume that the same prices. But doesn't guarantee they are. But what has happened in KFC? They have removed their lunch box and their snack box. Those were $1.99 and $2.99 and came with the better portion size of chips than any of the other meals that they do. The chip portion in KFC, like in McDonald's and in Burger King, is a bit disgusting. To spend that much money, having to spend £1.50 on a portion of chips to find that you can physically count how many chips you've got is not good value to start with. So KFC, because they've removed the two best value items, their now cheapest item is something like £4 to get chips and something. This is not as good value, and for the size of portions and for the size of many things that you get there, it's physically terrible. Really terrible value for money. But KFC have done that. Let's see how long that's going to last for, because it does seem that they've took away quite a popular item that actually provided better value. So that means I just won't be buying as much in KFC unless there is some special offer being made, and therefore maybe if I see that there is at least a little bit of value to it. But let's move on. Let's move on to McDonald's. Now, if you haven't noticed, or if you haven't cared about noticing and you just go in and order the same thing, McDonald's increased a number of items by 10 to 20 pence. But not all items have been increased in price. The simplicity answer to that is that the items they have not increased in price are the items that they are selling at a massive margin on. And the items that they have increased the prices on are items which could be popular, and therefore they want to make more money, even though the costs may have gone up on everything, but yet everything has not gone up in price. So let us denote and let us look at just the two items from the saver menu. The hamburger. The hamburger was 89 pence. It has now gone to 99 pence. Now the hamburger is just the plain bun with the burger within it. Now the cheeseburger, making the only difference is adding a piece of cheese, has gone up to £1.19, an increase of 20 pence. Now you could say, oh well, that's because cheese has gone up. Well, actually cheese hasn't gone up by anywhere near as much as what that denotes. And you can get quite nice cheese in Tesco's Asda, sliced 200 grams for about £1.15 for about 10 slices. So the price hasn't really gone up. And if you get the processed cheese, which normally comes in that little plastic, you can still get 10, sometimes 15 slices for about 55 to 75 pence. So it hasn't really changed much in price, yet McDonald's have technically increased the price from £1 up to £1.20. That's quite an increase in price. But I would take it that the cheeseburger is a very popular burger, and therefore the price increase is to get more income and not necessarily to cover more of the costs that they're running. There's also the idea that when you get a burger in McDonald's, that the burgers have over time changed and become slightly thinner. Now, the McDonald's hamburger or cheeseburger don't denote a weight of the burger. They just say burger. Not like the quarter pounder, which therefore has to be a quarter pound. So they can change thickness of the burger, and you may or may not notice this fact. But with that, if you're going to go to McDonald's, buy the hamburger and put your own cheese on it. It's not hard to carry a piece of cheese if you know you're going there. Take a clicky box. The ones that come folded up, if you can keep them flat somewhere, just unfold it, put it on. You've got a cheeseburger. It's definitely more worth getting just the hamburger than it is getting the cheeseburger, in the thing that you can then put your own cheese on. And especially if you're ordering it for home delivery, or you're picking it up and taking it home, then adding your own cheese is a much easier task and will save you far more money than just buying a cheeseburger. Now, let us join both of these together, because the next bit is on Burger King. Now, Burger King have just copied McDonald's. Now, McDonald's have changed their app, so instead of you getting a special offer or something like that, they are now giving you points for how much money you spend, and then those points buy you something or other off their menu. So 100 points would give you maybe a burger, the 99 pence burger. But you're only getting like 1 point or 2 points for every pound spent, so you have to spend quite a bit of money. Yet, if you just go and join the app, you will be given 1,500 points. You will also be offered a cheeseburger or a deluxe veggie burger, and I do have another video on the deluxe veggie burger, which I did using my phone, and if either before this or after this, keep a lookout for it. And So McDonald's came out with the point scheme thing first. A few weeks later, a very short amount of time, Burger King followed suit with exactly the same offers type thing. Now, I find the Burger King app immensely complicated. It is not clear. It doesn't display, if you want to add anything onto the burger you're having, the cost of this additional item on, which McDonald's app does. And of course, McDonald's app, if you go to customize, even for a standard burger, for the standard hamburger, you can have lettuce put on it and you can have sauce put on it free. So you can add some extra items on if you only use the app and not just go in. So the extra items do make the burger much better. So just saying, but they're not a standard fix. But with Burger King just copying KFC, their offers and their price in Burger King is worse. The volume of chips that you get is terrible. If you count 10 chips and paying £1.50 for them as value, then you're mad. The burger in the cheapest ones is very small. I once had a fish burger and it was absolutely disgusting that I couldn't eat it. It was discoloured and horrible and tasted like nothing on earth. So Burger King as a fast food is down here compared to McDonald's being up here and at least offering some low price items near the pound price range. But still, the size of the portions are still not acceptable for what you can get. You might as well just go to a fish and chip shop and get a portion of chips, because your portion of chips will be at least 6 times or more bigger than what you could pay for getting any of those. So those were the 4 things that recently have been going on within fast food takeaway places. So with that, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.